G'day guys, what's cracking? It's Ralph here and welcome to my backyard with my pet snake. It's a rubber snake. Bit of a tip for you today. Rubber snakes, keep the birds away. You're welcome. Today I want to talk about why I have thrown the entire photography world into absolute chaos with shouts of treason and revenge and so forth because I have purchased a Sony camera. Now, why have I purchased a Sony camera? Well, there's several reasons which you, my subscribers, you, my channel, my audience, my mates, that I wanted to convey to you because you'll be thinking, what on earth is happening when the future happens? So here is the key to the future happening. This is why. I've recently arranged a collaboration with Tamron through a group called Blonde Robot. The guys at Blonde Robot are a bunch of legends, and we've arranged this thing that I can just trial any of the lenses of Tamron. Now, you know, I'm a Nikon Z shooter. I love my Nikon, and I'm not retreating away from that, so rest assured. However, most of Tamron's lens range are in the Sony space. So I wanted to see what their Tamron Sony range is like in the hopes that it might help others, that I can make the most of this opportunity and that I can expand my horizons. Because I imagine that Tamron, once it's successful with the Sony range, will put it on the Z range, and that's what I'm really keen about. So this is a Sony A7Rii. The R is for, I think, resolution, because it has epic resolution at like 46 megapixels, if not more. As you can tell, I've got a little bit of ways to go with this. I picked it up for $500 Australian. That's like 40 bucks US. Absolute bargain. I have no idea the shutter count because I didn't want to raise my levels of anxiety, because all I'm using it for is lens reviews and to get used to it. Now, Nikon shooters, Sony cameras are weird. They don't do any of the things that we've grown accustomed to from our Nikon range. So I'm going to have to learn how to use this. It is banged up to all, I want to say something inappropriate, but I'm not going to. It's banged up. So I got this off a wedding shooter, which means the shutter count on it is in excess of maybe 5 or 6 billion. I don't know what the shutter count is. I know that the sensor is good. It's mechanically working fine. And then you're like asking, well, how do you know if it actually works? I had like 20 batteries they gave me with it, and none of them were fired up. So I fired them all up. I charged them all up. I put it in. And then I asked Harry. I asked Harrison Tong from Harry Rage's YouTube channel. That's not really his actual YouTube channel. I'll try and put a link here, and I'll definitely put a link at the end. You should check out his YouTube channel because it's amazing, and he's very smart and very creative and much, well, better than me. You probably should leave here and go there. It's well worth your time over there. Anyway, he lent me this, which is an E-mount Sony lens. It is a 40mm 1.4 DG. You don't care, do you? Anyway, it's a lens that I put on this, and turns out the camera does work. And that is a nice segue into one of my next reviews on a Viltrox 40mm Z series lens that you might want to have a squiz at, because it's, well, I think it does the job. But we will get there in due course, not today. Thanks for sticking around today. If you have, you're amazing, because I'm not sure I would at this stage. And this is when the drop-off just goes boonk, down to 0. It can probably do me for a couple more years while I shoot some of these review videos, which I trust will be helpful to you guys, but also the rest of the world. Because one of the things I would love to do, and I don't even know if it exists, but does it exist? If it does, put a link in the comments below. Put an adapter of a Tamron E-mount lens on a Nikon Z camera. Is that even a thing? It has to be full auto and full aperture control. So let me know. Maybe Metabones do that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Viltrox do that. Anyway, love to hear what you think. And that is why we are venturing into the world of the A7Rii. Now this caused enormous controversy with the disaster photo crew, because as you may recall from previous videos, which was a long time ago now, we each represent the main brands. So we've got Nikon, we've got some Canon, we've got Fuji, we've got, what's that other brand? Sony. So when I bought this and I said to the guys I've bought this, there was a real sense of, wow, you're going to Harry's team now. Yeah, right. So you're just selling out. Just giving up all your principles. And I'm like, no, I have a strategic business opportunity that I would like to pursue. And they're like, yeah, right. Fair call, I will be exactly the same. And I'll let you know how the Sony goes as we go through. You cannot expect Sony camera reviews on this channel, but I will be doing a little bit of reviewing of the new Tamron Sony E-mount range, which I trust will be helpful. And if it's not, if you're a Z follower or you're a Nikon follower, like, I just love what you do there, just don't watch those videos. There won't be heaps of them, but there'll be a couple. I hope we're cool. If we're not, it's because, I don't know, I just figure that you guys watch the channel and enjoy me because it's me and the insights I have that benefit from others because of that, rather than you just want Nikon reviews. Because let's face it, if you just want Nikon reviews, there's probably better, smarter people out there. But if you want a bit of a laugh, a bit of creativity, and a bit of a different look of things, you've come to the right place. Thanks for being at the right place, and have an amazing day. I won't, because I've got to learn how to operate this stinking Sony camera, and they just don't make sense to me, which is why I shoot Nikon, because Nikon do make sense to me. Thanks, everybody. Bye. So I wanted to see, important to have a bit of a coffee break. So I wanted to see what it's like to put a